Hello guys. Today in ServiceNow Pro Solutions we will continue with the second video of the integration between ServiceNow and ChatGPT. In the previous video we already saw how we could obtain the ChatGPT API key and how we could create the REST message in ServiceNow to test it. And today we are going to see how we can start using this REST message in a script. Before starting, we recommend that you follow us on our Instagram account, where we will upload small excerpts, news and notices about the new videos we are uploading and those to come. We leave you the link in the description. And now without further ado, let's begin. We will test this REST message from a fixed script. In the video that I leave above, you can see what the fixed scripts are and where they are executed. We recommend that you see it if you are new in ServiceNow. To create the fixed script, in the search menu, we will search for fixed script and enter the list. Once in the list, we will press the New button. The name in this case is not really important, so you can put whatever you want, and we will go directly to the script part. The first thing we will do in the script part is declare a variable that we will call REST, where we will store the constructor of our REST message. To do this, we create the variable and write new, followed by sw_ws.restMessage_v2, and we will pass it our REST message as the first parameter and the method that we created in the previous video as the second parameter. If you haven't seen it yet, I recommend that you go see it to know how to create these REST messages in a really simple way. I leave you the link above. Once we have created this variable, the next thing we will do is form the body that we have to pass to the call. For this we are going to copy the body that we use as a test in the REST message, and we are going creating each of the necessary parts of the data set. We will create the data set that we will call body. And the first element will be the model, to which we assign Chat 3.5 Turbo. The second element is the message, which as we can see is an array of sets. Each set will be the iterations that have been had with the artificial intelligence. That is, they will be the thread of the conversation. We will create a variable message, which will be an array of empty data. And we will create the first set that will always be fixed, to which we will add system as a role. And as content, we will pass it a fixed message like, "You are a helpful assistant." The second set of data will simulate the first iteration that the user would have. So to this set of data we will pass the word user as a role. And as content we will pass what the user would ask. For example, as in the test we did in the REST message, we will ask to tell us a number greater than 3. The next step would be to add the two sets to the array we called message, and assign this variable to the message element of our data set that we have called body. And finally, we will pass this body to the REST message with the setRequestBody function, first converting it into a string with the json.stringify function. Once we pass the body, we can call the execute function. To collect the information that the call returns, we will create the response variable. And on this variable we will call the getBody function, which will return the body of the response, and we will also be able to obtain the status of the response with the getStatusCode function. To check that we have been able to make the connection correctly, we will print a log where we will show the body and the status that we have just collected. Before saving we will correct a small spelling error in the REST message v2 function, since the word REST must be written in uppercase. And finally, we will save, and we can proceed to press the Run Fixed Script button. The first error that we see that the code has given us is that it is waiting for the element in the set called messages. And indeed, we see that when creating it we have done it wrong, since we have been missing the letter S that should be present at the end of the word. We are going to proceed to add it, and save the script again. Once saved, Press the button again to test the script. When we run it, we see again that something has gone wrong. And as we can see is that the body that we sent has not sent anything. So we go to the script. And we can see that the error is that we were converting the data sets to string before add them to our array. Something we shouldn't do. So we are going to remove the json.stringify function from these two parts. We save again. And once saved we run it again. And now yes. As we can see, the response that is returned is the number 10 in this case. So the call has worked correctly and the message that we have passed is arriving. To collect only the message that is calling us back. For example, with the idea of showing it on the screen or saving it in a field. We can do it without problem by accessing the dataset. To do this, the first thing we will do is parse the body that is returned to us. And once parsed, for example, we will show it in a log. To access the message, we will put the parsed variable .choices, which is an array, and we will take position 0 from this array. And after this, we will put .message.content. We save the script and run it again. Once executed, we can see that in the first log it shows us the entire body. And if we continue down, we can see that in the log it has printed only the message that we just collected. This will be the way in which we can connect ServiceNow and ChatGPT through script. In the following video we will see one of the ways in which we can create a chat with which the user can interact. Please, if you liked it, like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with the latest videos. Don't hesitate to leave your comment in the comment box, and see you in the next video here at ServiceNow Pro Solutions.